in Somali, as culturally, when we talking for, like the elders, not we are not just giving the language for its value, matter of fact. Starting from my generation and all generations below me, okay, but our fathers and forefathers, they used to use, when they talking something, they used to use for a proverbs, sayings, something like that, which decorates the language. So that's kind of the oral language. Okay, poetry and folklore dancing are special. So the poems, gabiyada, and folklore dancing, that's the dancing for the cultural place, cultural dance. Like danto, walasako, kebebe, bullo, okay, beret, whatever, gifto, jander, so on. So that's kind of the Somali. Okay, go there. You get back, go front. Okay. One more. Okay, so this is why the answer of my, this is the answer of my question. Why I say the beauty of Somali language. Why I mention it that Somali is beauty, or quruxda of Somaliga, why? These three reasons. Okay, number one, as far as I know, it's the only language which is written as it's spoken, as it's said. There's no extra words and there's no extra letters at all. That means if I want to write John, just read John. But in English, when you write John, John, on, John, no. So that's kind of the first. So it's a language, it's written as it is uttered or it's said. So that's number one. And I will give you an example. Number two, a very rich and sophisticated literature. So the literature, Suganta of Somali is very rich, matter of fact. It's very, very rich. Last week, we have a symposium in South Central College, and they were talking about teaching African languages. So Somali language is the only African language which is taught South Central College. And I was invited, and I was talking for Somali language. And I was explaining for my friends and instructors at South Central College and the guests for how the Somali language is rich. And also, there is something that we have, it's called for the scaling of the poem. How to scale, miisaanka gabayga. They were surprised at matter of fact, because in English there is not at all. But there's in Somali language, the literature, it comes to a way that you can scale your poem and found out it's broken or not sounding very good, or it's sounding very good. Okay, so that's kind of so Yahya knows you can go to my TikTok, okay. Okay, so that's kind of matter of fact is very rich literature. So wherever you go, and also it's by minor, Somali language, so don't surprise for that. In College of Education back home, my minor was Somali language. So that's why I'm interested for following with Somali language and the rules. And also it have a directive grammar. So these are the 3 points that I say the beauty of Somali language, and I will show you the proof now. Just go there. Okay, now, this is what? It's written as it's pronounced. So these words are Somali alphabetical. Okay, so it's ba, ta, ja, ha, qa, da, ra, sa, sha, da, a, ga, fa, kha, ka, la, ma, na, wa, ha, ya. You see? So, okay, so I will show you the issue. Okay, now you see, so when you write the same way, reading is the same way. Okay, these are the vowels. So these are the consonants, which in Somali call it shibane. consonant shibane. And these are the vowels which are shakal, with shakal gaban, shakal der, long vowel, short vowel. Very simple. 21 plus 10, 31 letters. Okay, so look here, imagine in English, when you go back, this you say B. When you're reading for English, you say B, T, J, X. That is different. Okay, like let me give you the best example. Okay, we have this word. Where's my favorite? Okay. Yes, this one. In Somali is ha. But what's in English? What do you say this English? What's that word? That letter? H. H. Okay. So that's H. Okay. So you say H, but when I give you a word with H-E, how you pronounce? Here you say ha. So when you say H-E? No. So that is the issue. You look. Okay. So this is you say Y in English, but if I give you Y-E-S, how you pronounce that? Yeah, you start with yeah, okay. So that's kind of the issue. So that is the first proof. It's written as it's pronounced. Waxaa loo qoraa sida loogu dhawaaqo. Okay, so this is the other proof. I give you, these are the letters. Like this word is English. So I wrote here in Somali. And I wrote here in English. The same word. Originally, the word is English. Consideration. Okay? So, in Somali, look. Consideration. So, here, the last is sha, shin, T-I-O-N. You don't have sha here. So that's the problem. And that's confusing for English language, learning for that. But the Somali is very easy. So the only thing that you need is just to memorize only these 31 letters, and then after a week you can read right. That's okay, very easy. So that's first example. Sure. So that's sha, S-U-A-R. That's the issue. Okay, number one. Okay, that's the English issue. I will take, for example, Italian language, il lingua italiano. So I will take an example. Okay, this is ascolta. So here, ascolta. This is the word in the original from Italian language. So ascol. So here is ka, and we don't have ka here. You have sa. Ascolta. Okay, buongiorno. Buongiorno. Just have it buongiorno. It's different totally. So that is the issue. So that's why the second proof is written as it's pronounced. Let me take Arabic example, Arabic language. Okay, we'll take for al-ma'rifata. Al-ma'rifah. Okay, so, okay, ha al-ma'rifah. So there is no ha here, ma'rifah. So here the last is fa, and here there's no ha, al-ma'rifah. So, tawwaban. Okay, tawwaban. So there is last is na, and you don't have na here. So that's kind of, you have two lines. So that is kind of the reason is that I say the beauty of Somali language. Okay, so let's go, please. Okay, so this is literature, and please be careful, and please lend me your ears, please. Okay, please, thank you. Okay, so because this is, I'm talking for literature, and it's better to know something about that. Okay, very rich literature. Okay, so in Somali, the word Sugan, we use two ways. So Sugan, sometimes we call when the rain falls and the land becomes very green, trees green, your eyes are entertaining or relaxing the nature of the land, of the nature, that's called Sugan in Somali. So Sugan can be described with the beauty or lively evergreen of the land. That's number one in Somali language. I'm not talking for English. So Sugan, so you say, Lulka wa Sugan. That means the land is evergreen. It's beauty. That's Sugan. That's one. When we're talking for the land and the prosperity of everything, so now when we're talking for the literature, so Sugan is the mirror, waa muraayadda ummad waliba ay ka aragto dhaqankeeda. So which is the mirror that can be seen the beauty of the nation's language and culture. So we have Gabay, Gerar, I mentioned, and so on, you name it. So these are kind of the Sugan, okay? Okay, Suganta in Somali language, Sugan, can be divided in two parts. We just call it Tih iyo Tirap. Tih iyo Tirap. So that's two parts, which is poem and prose. So that's two parts in Somali language. Somali literature. Okay, so Tih, it can be under Manso, which is poetry, and under Manso can be Gabay, Gerar, Gurau, Shirib, Burambur, Sar, all these are under Manso. Okay, that is. Because this part, when you say Tih, you have to use, when you're creating, or you have to use with one letter, coming back, coming back, coming back. So that is number one. So Tirap is prose. It can be proverbs, Mama. It can be, okay, idioms, okay, we call it Sarbeb. Okay, Sarbeb. Okay, so it can be tank tip, Arab Jalgin. Do you know tank tip? Can you tell me any tank tip? Tank tip, do you know tank tip? Do you have any phrase about tank tip? Like any phrase? Okay, tank tip in Somali, we have a lot of things. Waxaan dhihi dhahay maxay dhahdaa waa dhihi lahayd. Waxaan oran wuu ortay maxay ortay oran waa lahayd. Okay, in English we have she sells seashells at seashore. She sells seashells at seashore. She sells seashells at the seashore. That's tank tip in English language. Okay, so there is a lot of tank tips. So these are all, it's called it under Tirap. So proverbs, there are a lot of proverbs in Somali. Mamahda, we are very rich Mamah. So and culturally, Somali American, when we talk as a Somali, when we talk two words, we make a proverb. It's coming for that. Okay, so Sarbeb, like it's kind of a word was under something. Okay, like if I say, awogay dowladilo dad ma sudaha. Awogay dowladilo dad ma sudaha. It's kind of, yeah, it's a proverb and it's a Sarbeb. It's kind of after that. So that means I'm peace lover. I never kill anything at all. That's the point. Yeah. So these are a lot of proverbs. Okay, so what we call Somali oral literature, Sugan Afetka. Okay, so we use what we call alteration with harafra, which is going one letter coming back to back. Like here. Okay, look here. This is called harafra. Jinni Yajan. That's harafra, Jinni Yajan. Devil and his companion. Jinni and Jan. Devil and his companion. Okay? Wadar iya wahid. Okay? War iya waal. Rag iya ruh. Hamar iyo xoogsi. Okay? Karfan iyo kow. Kaftan iyo koot. So these are the words which coming for alteration, harf ra. Okay, so still I am in the combination of. Okay, so the music literature, still we have this. So like example, okay, let's see. This is called compounding measures of literature. Lamaanaha xeerbeega suugaanta Soomaaliyeed. How to compare? Okay, let's take in Somali. This is a cow, sac. So sacan neefkan xoolaha markuu taagan yahay. This cow is composed with a so iyo san. So this cow is divided, skin, meat, and bones. That's all the combination of this cow. Okay? It's called so yasan. So means meat and bones. Okay, san means the skin. Okay, that's called of the leather. Okay? Okay, now when you come here, so, which is the meat, it divided two parts. Luf, lut. Okay, which is bone and meat. So when you come lut divided in two parts, jir, jibab, which is a pure meat and non-pure meat. So that's the combination of, you see, they're going for one word, jir, jibab, okay? So this is a decision making for our elders. So when they're making a decision, our elders for this, for example, we didn't used to have a judge or court going. So when there's something problem happening, our elders, they go to sit down under a tree and just solve the issue. So for example, when they meet the elders, this kind of decision-making judgment, it's called hergoin. So, so when they sit down, they ask, why we are here today? Is that dur or dakan? The problem that we need to solve today, is that something related with disaster or something related with culture? So if they say dur, dakan. So if they say dur, is that gur, ama gur? Is that killing or injury? So that's kind of going. So if they say dakan, which is culture, is that hilo or holo? The problem is related with the marriage, hilo, or related with holo property. So you see how the hilo is going on. So if they say hilo, wa gar hilo, okay, or hilo wadag, relationship by marriage. So if they say holo, and then they divide the holo, the property, they say that property is that bar or bear. The property is that animal or that farm. So if they say bar with the animal, they say is that moro means something you possessing, or megan means carrying, something that you found, lost it, and you carrying it. Okay, let's make I will complete, okay. Okay, now I will go the question that I asked you first time, which is the grammar. Be careful, please. Take the picture and remember for that. So this is the grammar of Somali language. Okay, so this is English, noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. And that's Somali. Magac, magacwiyal, fal, falkaab, meelay, xiriiri, yab. Okay, that's it, the same way. Okay, noun, magac, pronoun, magacwiyal, fal, verb, fal, adverb, falkaab, adjective, tilmaame, preposition, meelay. Preposition, position, meel, meelay. Conjunction, xiriiri. Okay, interjection, yab. And this is kind of judging for the verb, how the verb changes, okay? Just go there. Okay, okay, so I want to go this way, so I don't go, okay, other? Go the last one. Okay, oh, that's it. Okay, this is one of my students who sent me before this, after this presentation. So that's why I put. So, do you have any question?